quick check. Everything looks okay from a front view. What I'm going to do is just switch off the auto key, and I'm going to slightly rotate, but this time I'm not going to use local, I'm just going to use the view, because what I want to do is universally just slightly rotate the feet out a little bit. You'll see that now as he walks, there's a little bit of movement there, a little bit of angle to the foot, and that just makes it a little bit more realistic. I'm going to do the same with the left foot as well. Just slightly rotate it out. And that's looking pretty good. And what I might also do is just bring my knee pointers out slightly as well. Just so that they're slightly outside the leg, and that way as the character walks, we're getting some nice movement. And probably one last thing, I'm just going to go to my auto key, and the 2 frames where the foot is in the air, which is for this one is frame for the blue foot, it's frame 18 and 21. So I'm just going to slightly move it out, and then at 21 I'm going to make it a little bit further out, and that way it's just going to sort of rotate around a little bit and clear the other foot. That's fairly common for a walk cycle. So same too, it's 6 and 9 for the green foot. I'm just going to slightly move that one out, and then 9, probably a little bit more. And that way it's just going to sort of swing around as it goes through that passing animation phase. And as you may have guessed, we have to do the torso before we do the hands, and it's very important that we get the torso right first, otherwise many of the poses for the hands and the arms won't match our reference. So what we need to do is you can see in the reference, the torso at frame 0 bends to the left and then swings back so that the neck actually lines up with the torso, with the pelvis here. And then when we get to 12, it's the opposite. So we need to do the same with our torso as well. The other thing to be aware of is this character in our reference actually has clavicle bones or clavicle controllers, which allow you to lift, raise, and rotate the shoulder joints or clavicle joints independent of the actual arm itself. And therefore we have to, because our character does not have these things, because it's a robot, we have to sort of put a little bit of extra twist in the upper torso control, which is this one here, to compensate for it. And you'll see what I mean shortly. So I'm going to go to frame 24. I'm going to grab my first torso here, and I'm going to rotate it to the left. Just try to line it up with that purple joint there. Then I'm going to grab my other torso, and I'm going to bring it back and try to keep it nicely lined up in the center. You can see the head at the top there. We can sort of get a rough idea of where it should